So you got a great deal on a set of cafe lights from your local store. And you thought, how hard could it possibly be to install these? You see them everywhere. Well, if you want to light your own wedding or even just hang some in your backyard for a party or general purpose lighting, if you're looking around at what other people do or even some commercial installs, there's a good chance you're about to install them wrong, and it could cost you. So all the time we see lights strung up from tree to tree or using posts, and they're suspended by just the wires that are holding up the lights. Well, code says that you actually have to have a supporting messenger wire or a steel cable to take the strain off the lights. Not only does this help the lights to last longer, you don't want to be replacing them 2 to 3 times a season or your good deal just went out the window. But it also helps to prevent the wires from straining and potentially causing a fire. So not only do you want your lights to last, but if you want your wedding to not be shut down by someone like the fire marshal, you really need to take a look at how they should be installed to begin with. Now, the ones you can see behind me have been up for several years now. And as you can see, weather and snow loads and even tree limbs have not really been a problem. Now, we supported these with an 1/8" steel cable, and it's a vinyl-coated stainless cable that is capable of supporting about 300 to 400 pounds. So with the trees swaying in the wind and, things hitting them and bouncing off like a tree limb, they can easily handle the load, and we've never had a problem with them. Now, early on, we decided, we know we should support these with a steel cable, but do we really need anything else? So we looped the steel cable around and clamped it to an eye bolt, and within a few weeks it was down. So the kits that you can get that include a steel cable, or as they call it sometimes a wire rope, also include 3 to 6 of the clamps, depending on how many ends you're supposed to be doing. They also include what's called a wire thimble. Now, the wire thimble is a metal piece that the steel cable loops around that gives it a correct bend radius and also allows it to have metal-on-metal contact where it attaches to an eye bolt. This prevents the eye bolt or the carabiner that you're using from wearing through the vinyl coating. Now, we use 3 of the wire rope clamps for each end. When we started off, we were only using 1, maybe 2, and we didn't tighten it down all the way. And it's not enough to just clamp into the vinyl coating. What ends up happening is the steel cable will pull out of the vinyl coating kind of like a straw in its paper sheath. So you need to clamp this down all the way into the actual cable until you're kind of indenting this cable so you know that you're good and secure. And don't try to cut corners by thinking you can just use 1 to 2 of these clamps and save the other ones for a different end, or cut it in half. You really need all 3 per end. Not only does this give extra grip strength, but it gives you redundancy in case one of those clamps loosens over time. So we started using everything that's included in the kit, like you're supposed to, but also we added a few things here and there. Now, you can secure one end to just a stainless steel hook if you want to, but we like to use closed-in eye bolts so that we can't end up with a stray gust of wind kind of pushing one off of its connection to a tree or a post. So we use a threaded closed carabiner, and this allows us to secure the connection and support a significant amount of weight more than you usually could. That's the only way you can really get a closed connection on a closed eye bolt and the wire thimble. We also, on both ends of ours, use a turnbuckle. Now you don't have to use this on both ends, just one would suffice, but this allows you to pull tension by turning it one direction or another to tighten up the assembly so that you can pull tension on your steel cable to avoid it from drooping. Without this, you're going to be struggling up on a ladder, possibly dangerously, trying to pull tension and then balance a ratchet in your other hand to tighten these clamps down. Realistically, you just need to pull tension to a reasonable point on the cable, tighten your clamps down, and then you can pick up the slack with the turnbuckle and hang your lights. Now the lights that we use, we've attached a non-load bearing, just a general carabiner to each of the eyelets instead of something like a zip tie or just threading the steel cable through. This allows us to avoid tension on the actual cafe lights, and when the steel cable tensions and slacks a bit as the trees blow, the cafe lights are free to float, if you will, so they don't, go with the steel cable and try and stretch the wires or wear through the little eyelets on the top. So far, we've had really great luck with this, and it makes it really easy to install them too. You just clip each one up on the tensioned cable and then pull them across your yard or your event, kind of like a shower curtain. So these are just a few things that we've come up with that have really made it easy to attach these assemblies and keep them in the air for a long time. Now, it's not to say anything short of this won't work, but the less you do, the more risk you're taking, not just with your event, but with your safety and with your guests.